Hi, Paula Jo with a Quick Tip Tuesday here.
Rounded corners can certainly be big, but oh my goodness, they are so cute when they're a really small rounded corner. I'll be sharing several tips, but the most important is to use bias binding.
One of the secret tricks to going around a rounded corner instead of doing a mitered corner is to slow it way down. I could go super fast or I could slow it way down. By slowing it down, I could take one or two steps, one or two stitches each time, and then I can keep turning. The quilt. Okay. So the trick is to hold one very straight, and we're going to keep turning the curved one. So this is curved, and we're going to take just one or two stitches very slow, and then we're going to turn the corner again. And then we're going to keep that out of the way, and we're going to turn one or two stitches and then turn a little bit more. And then once we get all nice and straight again here, then we can turn and go a lot faster again. But yeah, so look at how pretty that corner is going to be. Oh my goodness. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, now another important thing is as we are turning the corner, we don't want to be turning way down. We don't want to be turning way down here. We want to be watching where the needle is, and we want to pivot where the needle is, not down here at the end of the foot, okay? So, pardon me. So as we go, we have to keep imagining that we can see the bottom. Take a couple of steps, and then keep pivoting up here where the needle is where we pivot. And so we take a couple of steps, and here, if we look from way over here. So as we take our couple of steps, we're pivoting up here where the needle is. We're keeping the straight binding straight. Oh, can you see the, there we go. We keep there, a couple of steps, and then we turn again. Can you bring it up just a little higher? There we go. Couple of steps, and then we keep pivoting from the needle, and you can see that my needle goes down and my foot goes up. That's because I'm in hover mode, and hover mode is over here. Follow my finger way over here. I don't know if you have this on yours, but hover mode, whenever I pause with my foot, the needle goes down and the foot goes up, and that is really, really helpful. All right, we're almost around the corner, and then we're going to straighten up and go fast again. So because this is bias binding, there's a lot of stretch to it. We want to pull it a little bit snug, but not too tight. If you pull it too much, do you see how this gets skinny and it gets short? So we just want to pull it a little bit snug, but not too tight. And then when we get to the very bottom, again, we can have that little bit of snugness, and it won't get all full and ripply. If we don't pull it a little bit snug and we leave it pretty loose, then our binding will get all full and ripply and whatnot. And if our borders, for some reason, were a little bit full, this slight snugness of the binding helps to hold everything in place, and it helps to minimize the appearance of wavy borders.
When I use a minky back, I really like to finish my binding by machine. I love to use the serpentine stitch. It looks so much like my wiggle ditch. And so when I finish with that top stitch, especially on minky, I go back and I will pull out any of my basting stitches that are close enough to see, and I will use a tool and just kind of brush the fur of that minky and pull it out of the stitch line, both in the seam of the binding and from that little wiggle ditch too. And oh, everything looks so gorgeous on the back side of Minky. If you would like to learn more about your Pro Stitcher and how to do custom quilting or edge to edge or whatever it is you want to learn how to do, I'd love to help you enjoy your quilty stuff more. Thanks again. See you soon.
So yeah, there's another helpful hint from Paula Jo at Cedar Quilts. Toodaloo.